Guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm feeling just so inspired to make a video. I actually have no plans for what this video is going to be about, but part of me is a little scared cuz you know, not having a plan or agenda, but I've learned to embrace uncertainty and the unknown and really just learning to work with it, right? Everything in life, we just have to learn how to work with it. Whether it's with our physical hands, whether it's with our internal resources and repertoire of magical tools that lie within this beautiful, powerful, and amazing human body. It's a dance. It's a sharpening of our arsenal. We all have different gifts and talents we have to sharpen at different times of our lives, and life definitely gives us our fair share of experiences to use those tools. So I'm here to just share what an amazing experience it is to just feel life move through you. And that's all you really ever have to do. Now more than ever, I'm learning to really just be in my body and listen to the words, the messages, and the stories that my body is telling me, right? Our bodies, in a way, are their own story, their own symphony, their own play. And the better we get at reading and decoding the messages and the story that our bodies are telling us, the better we can play at life, because we learned the specific recipe, or we learn how to be our own inner magician, to make our own tools work for us. So I just wanted to really focus on what goes on in our bodies and how we can become good listeners, essentially. So, being a good listener to your body requires that we build trust over time. And how do we do this? By becoming our body's best friends. There's a very powerful saying that that has been really resonating with me lately, and it's basically, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm, right? If we have if we are okay within ourselves, and we've developed a relationship with ourselves, and we trust ourselves, and we honor and respect ourselves, nothing or no one can get to us in any way, shape, or form, because we're so solid and we're so comfortable in our skin and who we are, that nothing is a threat. Nothing is a threat to us. And this is coming from someone who was once threatened by everything. I'm pretty sure I'm making the connection now that my struggles in the past with an autoimmune condition were from perceiving, and that's a key word, perceiving everything as a threat. Whether it was an environmental threat, a physical threat, a personal threat, like everything as a threat. When you perceive everything as a threat, it just makes everything appear as a stressor. And what does our body do? Our body reacts in a physical manner. So if we can control our perception, we can control the threats in our body. And essentially where we want to get at is that we're so strong and solid and grounded in our energy that we can see the threats, right? But we can handle it because we've already built that resilience inside of our bodies. We know how to handle it, and we can stay solid in our foundational body, right? All our body ever wants to feel is safe. If we look at, I believe it was Freud's hierarchy of human needs. This is like basic human needs of like safety, connection, food. These are like, essential human needs. If we can feel safe in our bodies, that's all our bodies ever want to feel. Like, it wants to know that it's going to be safe and that its survival will not be at stake, right? So we really want to promote this sense of safety within our body so that anything that comes at us throughout the day doesn't get to us. It bounces right off of it. And I really think that this has a lot to do with how our bodies are physically structured, right? I truly believe, and this is just my personal belief, but I believe the more muscle mass you have and the less fat you have, the stronger, more powerful, and more resilient you will feel. I know a lot of people say fat is protection, and I've learned to see that as not a good thing, because it's like, if you're really that strong, do you need protection, or can you protect yourself, right? And I'm not shaming fat. Like, I think it does have its role and its property, but I've come to believe that fat not only stores energy for when you need it, but it also stores emotions. And while this is important for our survival, we don't control the emotions that get stored. So when we store negative emotions, it creates a negative experience in our body. Negative charges start to flux through our bloodstream and our bodies. And I think that prevents us it blocks a lot of positive things from coming into our life. So a lot about mastering life is about mastering our internal environment. And we can't do this by, number one, being physically primed through diet and training and just having a peak physique. And then you can get to the higher level stuff of like emotions and energy work and thoughts, and all this stuff has its role, but a lot of people try to do the thoughts and the actions first, and it's like, you don't even have your ground. You don't have a foundation. Like, you have to build a strong foundation so that your body is solid, and then you can stack, right? Because and I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience, because I've been the one to focus on the details without looking at the bigger picture, and I've paid for it. Like, it's like you can't build on a ground that isn't solid. If it's unstable, like, you're gonna have trouble building. So when we create that sense of trust, safety, and resilience in our body, we welcome a lot of positive experiences, a lot of positive emotions, and everything just flows our way. Why? Because the flow of energy within is already flowing. Therefore, everything in our environment just follows. So essentially, it's important to build a strong foundation within ourselves and build a strong relationship in our bodies so that we can learn to trust our bodies in all situations, and therefore use that to craft and build our lives from the inside out. Think about it. If you're not connected and if you don't have a strong enough relationship with your body, you don't know what you want. You don't know your values, your virtues. You don't know what to look out for, and you don't know what you're building. So if you build a relationship with your body and yourself, you can therefore bring that out into your life and work with life and your body and master the harmony and the alchemy and all that fun stuff which has its place, but we definitely need our foundation first. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this topic. It was just a rant of things in my mind, and there's tons of others, but I hope it helped someone, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.